Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. Today, I'm going to ask Spirit, how do they feel? The person that you're thinking of, they can also be any sign. So let's see what's going on around you, what their intentions are, what's going on in this connection, what Spirit needs you to hear today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful Spirit has guided you here. Spirit, if you could please share with me any loving messages for my Geminis who have found this reading today. I am listening for you now. Let's get some of these cards. So let's see what we have. I have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship for your love life will dramatically improve. I always like to think that your best friend is your lover, lover, best friend, the person that you want to spend the most amount of time with. So treat your lover like you would a friend, be there for them. And let's see what else we have. I have freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Just remember, you always have a choice. You always have a choice to stay or to go, and if you choose to stay, you choose to do the work. You choose to be in the relationship. So there's nothing ever stopping you. You always have that choice. So don't feel like you are being a victim or ever being held hostage. You want to know that you are doing the best for you and your future self at all times. And then let's look at this beautiful card. Let's see what this says. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So there's a sense of nurturing that I'm feeling. There's a sense of that this relationship or this connection hasn't had enough time to know the answers that you're seeking. The relationship that's relatively new, that you're already asking, is this the one? Is this the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with? Or am I supposed to be moving on? Okay, so maybe Spirit's going to help us today with maybe we just need a little bit more time, this person, for yourself or this connection, to see what you're feeling and to see what they're feeling. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Let's see what we have for our Geminis. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe, comment below. Very grateful always that you join me. And let's see, Spirit, tell me about this sense of, I guess I want to go into, like, is this the one? Okay, let's just ask that and see where we go for now, because I feel like you always have a choice that if you don't feel like it's the one, then you can always end things, right? Not everybody is going to be the person that you want to be with. So let's start there. I have a Chariot. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 7 of Wands. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. So I do have some kind of conflict in this connection, but it's coming into me as an outside source, okay? It's coming into me as either an ex interfering in this connection, or children interfering in this connection somehow, or family members of some kind. But I feel like we can override that. I feel like we can get through it. I feel like this person's trying to make you feel secure, that they only want to be with you, or that it's kind of like, trust me, I don't want that person. I'm not thinking about that person. I'm not going back to that person. So I feel like there's just a kind of a reassurance energy coming in, that you're the only one they think about. Okay. And that's how it's coming into me. And that maybe that's what you need to hear. I just need to hear that they're not thinking about their past. They're not thinking about, the mother, father, their children. They're not thinking that they'd ever go back to somebody else. So there's definitely a feeling of somebody trying to make you feel more secure emotionally in this connection, that whoever has been trying to come in between you guys, who has been trying to put, a wedge between you of some kind, that this person's like, no, you're the one that I want. I don't think about anybody else. I don't want to be with anybody else, is how it's coming into me. All right. So it's just a matter of, they've got to get somebody or something out of this equation. All right. Whoever this is, that's, I guess, rocking the boat or stirring the pot, there's always those. It could be they're coming at this person out of jealousy. They could be afraid that this person's thinking about spending the rest of their life with you. It could have been somebody that they divorced and they walked away from, an ex that they still are struggling because they're not with that person anymore, and now you're going to walk into that person's life and you're going to have like all the benefits of maybe what they had. So there could just be some jealousy, but I'm going to say that what, they're realizing that you're a better match, and for those of you that have already had a marriage or a long-term commitment, this would be like a second chance at love, a second marriage, where somebody realizes that you're just a better match. You're better for each other. You've grown. You are you have more things in common, more things you like each other more, is how it just came in. Thank you, Spirit. You like each other more. There's something going on. And whoever this is that's come into your life, I mean, they truly are doing everything in their power just to remove this energy, and constantly be moving on with their own life, including you being within that moving on. So, they're like, I don't know how many different ways they can say it to you, but they don't want that other person. They're not going backwards. Let's put it that way. They're not going back. Okay. There's no looking back. There's no looking back. All right. And that, I think that that's important to know. So whoever this is, I'm just going to say you win. You win. All right. You won their heart. All right. And that's what's more important. Like once they gave you your heart, then nobody else is going to be competing. I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone, and I'm not looking to get into a relationship. Now, that may have been something that was presented to you in the beginning of this connection. They may have said, hey, I'm not sure what I want. I'm not sure where I'm headed. I just came out of something and I'm not ready to commit again. It doesn't mean that they don't want to be in a relationship with you, or it's sometimes like a defense mechanism that some people say. They think it protects them until they fall in love with somebody that they really want to be with, which is what I think is happening. Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. I'm still healing from somebody who's still interfering with my life. I'm still healing from somebody that I need to continue to try to move on from, and know that I'm headed towards something better. So I'm sure that you can understand that. I'm sure that depending on the circumstances of what they've gone through, you can understand. Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection. So I feel like they did not jump all in. All right. And maybe that made you hesitant. Like, is this the one? Is this going to work out? And Spirit said right in the beginning, this person needs more time. All right. Until they do feel the feelings that you want them to feel, or until they acknowledge the feelings that this connection is happening. You're my favorite. You're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. The first thought when I have news to share, you're my person. So you're starting to become very important to this person. Okay. I'm assuming they have feelings for you, and I'm assuming that they're falling for you, but they're also starting to rely on you emotionally. They're also starting to say things like, I feel like I'm becoming obsessed with you. Okay, we'll take this one. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I'm stalking your social media. I hope I run into you when I'm out. So if it's somebody that you are just, where's my Knight of Wands? It's somebody that you are just starting to see or dating. It's like they're trying to put themselves into a situation where they are seeing you. I'm constantly thinking about you. I'm obsessing over you, and at the same time, they're trying to guard themselves and protect themselves from some kind of, entering into another committed relationship, because they probably just came out of one. So, this is a great example of you don't get to choose who you fall in love with or when. Like love, sometimes you just fall in love with somebody and you can try to prevent it or control it as much as you want, but it's either going to happen or it's not. So I feel like this person's starting to have some real deep feelings for you, and they're probably just, making sure that they aren't making another mistake of some kind for themselves. So I'm going to say this just needs more time, but they are obsessing. They're obsessing over you, and I guess in a good way. And, we'll just see where that goes. Let's see what else they're saying. Mercury retrograde. That's perfect timing. Just wondering, like, what the heck is going on in the universe? Like, why did you come into my life at this time? I feel like my life was upside down and then you arrived, and now I'm thinking about you all the time. And I was supposed to be healing over here and kind of moving on with my life. And, so they're kind of going back and forth with like all these different emotions. So they could feel like their life just turned upside down because of you. They could even say that. I've manifested this. Tell the universe exactly what it is that you want. This could be the person that you've been wanting. It could have just come into you when they had some healing to do still, or they still are kind of transitioning from one period in their life into the next phase. So I do feel like this is what you've been manifesting. And I feel like with time, this connection will become stronger and deeper. They're saying, no, it's not the right time. So maybe this person needs more time to heal. Maybe you're trying to make something happen that they're not quite ready to happen. So this is one of those energies where you've got to let this person come to you, because they might not be ready. They might not be ready for everything that you want it to be. It depends on how long you're willing to wait, or how slow they're going. But they might need some space, and they keep saying, I'm just still trying to deal with everything I've been through. I've been through a lot of hurt. They're saying to trust your intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later. So depending on what this person is saying, if they're saying, I need more time, I'm not ready, give them time. You're not going to make somebody be in a relationship. You can't force somebody to be in a relationship. And your worth is worth more. You are deserving to have somebody who wants you and really wants to be in this connection. So they have these mixed feelings. I get it, but they've got to decide what they want so that they're not, I guess, going to lose you. They've got to communicate, right? They've got to communicate with you their feelings, even if they're confused, even if they're saying, some days I know what I want and some days I don't know what I want, at least be their spirit saying, oh, you're not going to want to hear this, but they're saying patience, just a few more months, good things come. So months isn't bad. Maybe spirits is saying this person just needs to kind of take this like one day at a time, 1 week at a time right now. They love being with you. They think you're great. They think that this is moving forward. They don't want to be with anybody else. They made that perfectly clear that, they're not going backwards. So I'm going to say, you know what, within a few months, if this starts to feel more concrete or more stable, then I think you're going to have a really good relationship. So this person just needs some time to, I guess, figure out what it is they're feeling and decide what it is. A mystery, unlocking the secrets that elude you. Maybe they're holding their feelings close to their chest and you're struggling with that. One day I think they want to be in this relationship and the next that I don't know what they want. So maybe that will start to be revealed to us a little bit more too. Wisdom, using your intuition and for a deeper connection. The answers are always inside of us. Keep listening, keep asking yourself, what is going on in this connection? The answers, your spirit guides will guide you, and you will know what's best for you. You always have a choice. Look at this, a wedding. United your heart and pledge your faith, like Is this somebody who's going to commit someday? I'm going to say that yes, they would commit someday, but today may not be the day. They need more time. They're not there yet, especially if they're going through a transition of they just came out of something. So I'm going to say that, yeah, certainly they would love to be committed again, but to the right person, but they're not there today. And if that's something you want today, then that's something you have to decide. Illuminate, being guided through any of the challenges. Let your light guide you. All right. This person wants to be with you. They love you. They care about you. They are trying to not jump into anything or get into anything over their head. They're trying to rationalize things in their mind, Spirit just said. So this person's obviously putting a lot of thought and effort into this connection. But we want to know, is this the one, and is it worth your time? I'm going to say you're not wasting your time on this person. I'm going to say you're not wasting your time. Four of Pentacles, they want to be more stable, more secure. They might be rebuilding. You came into their life and opened up kind of this floodgate of emotions when they least expected it. And, they're going through a change. They just ended something, and you could have come into their life, and now it's like their whole life is upside down, in a good way. I mean, maybe they weren't expecting this. They weren't expecting to fall in love. They weren't expecting this. And again, you don't get to decide who you fall in love with or when. King of Swords. I'm making a decision is how that came into me. So this person's trying to just clear their mind, get their head on their shoulders, have a sense of who you are and why you came into their life at this time. And at the same time, I feel like they don't want to be foolish to push this away just because the timing isn't perfect. So what they're saying is, I just need a little bit more time to just kind of deal with everything all at once. And that is really what all they're asking of you. An Ace of Swords. I feel like they're going to be honest with these feelings. I do feel like they're going to start to be more open to, I have feelings for you. And yeah, what you're feeling, I'm feeling. And I just don't want to rush into anything. And I want to make some smart choices. But look at this. I mean, that looks like a commitment to me. I mean, I feel like this person is whoever they're going to be with, they're committed to. So I don't see this as a fling or being used or being taken advantage of. I feel like they're committed to whoever they want to be with, and they want to build something with the person that they're with. I want to create, a happy home and stability, because maybe that's not what they had. Maybe they didn't have that. So right now you've got somebody that I guess you caught them off guard. I'm going to say it that way too. This love caught them off guard. I can't stop thinking about you, just this, I mean, even just this little page, I love my pages. They're so new and so hopeful and so exciting. And, it's just like I have these romantic feelings for you. And I do not, I always think about you. And, I don't want you to think that I don't want to be with you. So I think that they're just, I guess, playing it safe. They're playing it safer than maybe we would like them to. But I want you to put yourself in their shoes, and I want you to try to think about it from their perspective. Like, what have they been going through, and how would you be feeling if you were them? Something like that. Each day is brighter with you in my life. Absolutely. I see the rest of my life with you. So I feel like that's where we're going to end up. I do. I feel like we're going to end up that we do see a future together. Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of you. So you're starting to come into their life, and whether it's their name or their initials or things that you like, type of coffee you take, every time they drive by Dunkin' Donuts, they think of you, whatever it is, it's constant. I just want you in my arms. I want you in my arms because I can't stop thinking of you. But right now, I'm going to say be patient. All right. I know you don't want to hear that, but there is a sense of time in this. There's a sense of unfolding, and there's a sense of this person getting to a place where they know you were put in their life for a reason, and you just caught them off guard. Is how it came into me. Like, this love caught them off guard, but it still is a beautiful love. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I want to thank you all for your kind comments and words always. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.